In today's activator, we are finding the area of a composite shape. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decompose this into two shapes, into a rectangle and a parallelogram. Remember, a parallelogram is when you have a shape that has two sides that are parallel. So this side is parallel to this side, and then this side is parallel to this side. Let's start by finding the area of the rectangle. The area of a rectangle is equal to length times width. The length of this rectangle is 16 centimeters, and the width is 7 centimeters. I'm using substitution to replace the letters with a number, or the variables with a number, and now I just need to multiply the 16 by 7. 6 times 7 is 42. I place a 2 here and carry the 4. 1 times 7 is 7, plus that 4 that I carried is 11. So I find the area of the rectangle to be 112 square centimeters. Then I move on to finding the area of the parallelogram. What I'm going to do is I'm going to decompose the parallelogram into a trapezoid and a triangle. Remember, a trapezoid only has one set of parallel lines. Now I'm going to take this triangle and I'm going to move it over here to this side. So I'll draw this dashed line here and then the solid lines here. So you can see that it is the exact same triangle that I'm drawing on this side. And now I hope that you can see that I have a rectangle because we moved the triangle over here. So now I can just use the formula for the area of a rectangle, length times width. And the length is this value here, which is the same as this value at the top in the original parallelogram. So it's 10 centimeters. The length is 10 centimeters. And then the width is this value here, which is the same as this value here. So the width is 7 centimeters. So I multiply 10 by 7 and I get 70 square centimeters for the area of the parallelogram. And I wanted to mention with the parallelogram that you don't have to draw all of that work. You can just know that you can multiply this value by the height, because this height ended up being the width of the rectangle. So then the final step is to add the area of the parallelogram to the area of the rectangle. So I add the 112 from the rectangle to the 70 from the parallelogram. And the area of this composite shape is 182 square centimeters.